Hi guys.
What's up?
Your favorite couple's back. I don't know if I'm you guys' guys' favorite couple, but we're gonna go with it.
Which episode are we at now?
6.
Ooh.
Yes, last one was the vlog where I was so hilarious and everyone loved me. Thank you guys so much. I feel like my bun is crooked.
I feel like my face is hairy.
You think so? That's not a feeling, that's a fact.
Guys, don't get fooled. This is not Chewbacca. It's just Salomon.
Anyways, today we have something a little bit different. So we posted.
We don't even know what we're doing.
No, that's not true. I mean, what we're doing.
I don't know what we're doing.
Solomon doesn't know what we're doing, but basically we get a lot of questions on our social media. Some of these questions are recent, some we have covered, and some we have not covered in past videos.
Some are part of a Ask Me a Question box that I had put a few weeks ago, something like that. So we gathered some questions. Keep them coming.
Some are fitness related and some are personal. So we're gonna do a bit of both, a mix of the two. It's something different we're trying. So
we're trying, guys. Don't be so hard on us.
No one's hard on us. Everyone's been so nice, Solomon. So we're gonna put like the minute for each question down below, like on the YouTube video and on the podcast.
Wow,
so if there's certain
you're gonna do this for them?
Yes, I'm gonna do it. I'm committing to you guys, you know. And if there's certain questions you really don't want to hear and you don't care, so skip that shit. You know what I mean? Okay, first question.
Swipe.
Do you want a personal one or a fitness one, Salomon?
What do you guys want?
They can't answer.
Okay.
Personal, fitness.
Personal. Let's break the ice.
Okay. Someone asked me, is Salomon ever ashamed of you in public?
Oh, I hear that question every day.
First of all, you're so rude because why would you be ashamed of me? I'm like the coolest person ever.
It's not like she goes and twerks around all the time.
No.
Or maybe she does.
I do it.
Still haven't done it enough for me to get ashamed. I think... There you go.
Okay.
Ah, man, people on the podcast are gonna miss this.
Damn.
Okay, so no, still not yet. Actually, there's a funny anecdote. I think you guys should hear this. When I was completing my massage therapy course, there was an opportunity to renew the CPR. So when I told Helia, I said, "Oh fuck, like doing your CPR is such a good thing as a citizen. Everybody should have this."
As a citizen, like I'm gonna run up someone.
You know what? Somebody falls on the ground, you're like, man, your hands are ready, boom, you know? So I told her...
Wait, first you put it on social media for us to see.
Yes, you have to take a snap first then. Okay, anyways. So I tell her, why don't you come with me and get your CPR as well? Anyways, now that you're a trainer, it's a good thing to have and to renew every year. So we go there, and before she finally meets my massage therapy classmates, exactly, and student friends, right? Classmates, student friends. Anyways,
some he hated.
So I tell her, like, listen, they've never met you, they don't know who you are, and I know right now you're listening to this.
But you need to know that every time one of my friends presents me to their like new girlfriend or boyfriend,
oh, they know.
They give them a disclaimer.
Oh, but they
know.
Like,
by the way, my friend Helia, she's very special. So just so you're ready. And somehow they're never ready.
Never ready enough. Anyways, long story short, I tell her, you know, we're about to meet these people. They don't know you. And I know what you guys are thinking right now. You're like, oh, he told her to like tone it down. So I look at her and I say, could you just crank it up, even up a notch? I want them to be like taken out of by surprise by how crazy you can be.
I'm not crazy. You want to see crazy? I show you crazy, boy. I'm not even crazy.
And so she did.
This boy, eh? Okay, next question.
So no, I never get ashamed.
It's going to be a fitness related one.
Fitness related one.
So I'm going to go in hard, Salomon. What is your opinion on SARMs?
Oh, you start with this?
Go, let's do it, boy.
You should have talked
about this. Don't dip your toe in. Just like jump in the pool, get it done with.
Oh, you should have asked this at the end. Then they would have had to listen the whole thing.
They're gonna listen to the whole thing.
This is like the cliffhanger when you watch those like cheap ass reality TV shows. They keep showing what's gonna happen in like 5 minutes.
We're not a cheap ass reality show. We're like keeping up with the Kardashians, everything.
Okay, SARMs. What are SARMs? I've never heard about this. Okay, so SARMs are a pretty big deal now, and I like that somebody asked about this because this is some serious question. Like, what's my opinion on SARM? First of all, what's my opinion on something? Why does my opinion matter? You know, it's not like if I tell you they're bad, they're gonna have a different effect on you. So if they're good for you, you like them.
there hasn't been enough research about it.
No, hold on a second.
No, but I wanted to
for-
say that because
well,
opinion, like, it's just.
There hasn't been, yeah, but now we're talking about opinion.
Your personal opinion.
Yeah, my personal opinion shouldn't affect whatsoever your decision. Because if I tell you that you should take SARMs and it's the only way to make gains, it's not a reason for you to start taking SARMs, okay? And if I tell you that you should never touch SARMs, still doesn't matter what I think about it.
Okay, but I have a question.
Yeah.
What are SARMs? How do they affect your body?
Okay, so
Like,
SARMs...
what do they do once you take SARMs? First of all, SARMs, what are they? Like a basic definition.
Yeah, let's
and then what do they
define
do?
them and then let's share our thoughts on them.
Yeah.
Selective androgen modulator receptors. So receptor modulator. So SARM, selective androgen receptor modulator. Basically, it's a peptide or compound who's taken orally and will amplify or inhibit certain pathways in your body. Let's just say it like that. It works differently than a steroids because it's specific to certain receptors because there's different types of androgen receptors. So you're gonna have different kinds. You're gonna have others that are sold by same manufacturers but are technically not SARMs. MK, for example, which usually works with the pathways of growth hormones, is like an oral peptide for growth hormone that usually you would take by injection, but it's oral.
Are they legal or illegal?
They're in a gray zone, but they're a drug.
They're not illegal, but for certain competitions and stuff, you cannot be on them.
That's
Natural shows, you're not allowed
It's
to be on them.
obviously a banned substance because it has been demonstrated to have some great performing enhancing effect. So it would be part of the an enhancing drug. Does it work like steroids? I mean, does it have the same effect? Does it have the same implication? Listen, I can tell because I strongly, like some of my clients are on it, and I strongly encourage them to get blood tested before and after a cycle as much as you can. I honestly think that even as a natural lifter, you shouldn't, taking your blood test here and there is not a bad thing. Even if it's just to try to maybe optimize your condition, because if you're a physique athlete or whatever, you're trying to become a little better. So, but if you're gonna take substances like SARM, first of all, this is what I hate about SARMs.
Oh, damn.
I'm saying it right now.
Oh.
I hate that now, like gym bros are claiming that it's, come on dude, it's like super safe, it's like, it gives you like the effect of steroids, but no steroids.
Okay, so what are the side effects?
Pretty much the same. So from what I've seen, because guys, it's super hard to find research on this. Okay, so all your info you're gonna find is like blogs and Reddit and things like that.
I feel like my neck is really long.
Mine too. We're like giraffes tonight. So all this to say that what I've seen with blood tests is that like natural testosterone suppression, just like steroids, immune response, so decreased white cell. Or I think it's a decrease in white cell, but they're taking something orally, right? And I've seen also LDL levels increase, HDL level decrease. Now, is it because these people had a dietary issue that were affecting their blood tests? But I have a strong feeling that it might be correlated to SARMs, because it seems like it's all the same side effects as steroids. Mm-hmm. It's just a bit softer. But I recently saw that when you're taking 30 milligrams of like RAD 140, which is like it's a real SARM. It works on testosterone. When you take something like that, taking 30 milligrams of RAD daily. It's like the equivalent of taking steroids at about 250 milligrams per week, which is not a high dose.
Given everything, do you think it's worth it to take them or not?
It really depends on what you're trying to achieve. Yeah, I think anything.
I think if it's been like 2 months that you've been going to the gym,
that's ridiculous.
You haven't really worked enough, you haven't hustled enough. No, it's a stupid thing to do. However, if you're aware of the implication that it has on your body, and you're like, you know what, like I really want to do this, I'm committing to it, I'm going to go get blood tested, I want to do it, why not?
Why not? I mean, why not? I don't like saying why not, guys. It's something to take seriously.
Yeah.
There's implications
Like, it's
to
not
it.
a protein shake.
And don't be stupid about it. Like, don't go on it for 6 months straight. Like, you can try something, see how. Like, understand also that there's a whole there's a whole science behind it. There's a whole protocol to follow. Even like on steroids, people use PCTs. On SARMs, I know they don't claim that you should always do a PCT, but something that you have to keep in mind. And also, one of the main reasons that steroid users do a PCT is not just for their health, but it's also because they've taken all these hard drugs to make progress, to make more progress than they would without them. And when you get off of them, there's definitely going to be atrophy of some of those gains. So you're taking this PCT after your cycle to mitigate the muscle loss. And when you're taking SARMs, you don't want to just blow up like a balloon and then suddenly be all deflated after your cycle. Then it's like you've just yo-yo with your body for nothing, and your blood pressure and your liver and all these things. So again, it's a gray zone. I think from what I see, like, okay, people say, yeah, but we don't know about long-term side effects. Yeah, but I mean, what's gonna come out in 10 years? Like that, you did one cycle once and then now you're fucked for the rest of life. Like, from what we see anecdotally, it doesn't seem to be the case, but definitely something to reconsider. Also, if you're like very open-minded with drugs and you're like, I'm just gonna do drugs anyways, I don't want to be natural, I don't find it rewarding to be natural, I just want to be big, I think you should just do steroids. Like, I think there's less risk with injection. Although whatever you find on the market, man, we could talk about this for hours, but
I know.
we
have
were
a few seconds left.
When we were in Toronto with the Swiss convention, the big topic of the convention was steroids. And I think what's really sad is that, like, because it's an illegal substance, people have to resort to like underground drugs, and they don't have support from doctors, and they have like deprived from knowledge coaches telling them like, you should do this and that, and do like these coaches, like, once you have your money, don't necessarily care what's gonna happen with you after the show. So I think you need to like really think a lot before doing something like that.
Okay. Next
so yeah,
question.
my opinion don't matter.
It does
But
matter.
think before you do something.
It's a commitment.
It's a commitment for life.
Okay. Our first date.
Our first date.
How was it? What did we do? Where did we go?
Our first date, I actually decided to take the metro.
Okay, guys, you need to understand. I almost didn't go to our first date. Don't even laugh. This is not funny. Absolutely not. So we started talking on Facebook, but that's not where we went. It's actually one of the questions. Okay, I'm going to put them together. It's how we met and our first date. So me and Salomon first met in CJEB. We were in the same program. I hated Salomon. I could not stand him, guys. Like, he was that annoying gym bro who would always be talking about, like, bro, like, going to the gym is good, and I lifted this and I did that, and be like, ugh, he's so annoying. I can't stand him. And back then I had a boyfriend and Salomon had a girlfriend, or he was just on a break, I don't remember. But anyways, like, I really didn't like Salomon, and we would never talk.
I don't know why. That was so awesome.
Dude, you're crazy. Honestly, you're delusional. Then we went to the same university as well, and I swear to you, like, I would see Salomon on the metro, and I would legit run out of the metro and wait for the next one just so I wouldn't have to talk to Salomon, because that's how much I did not like Salomon.
Oh my god.
Fast forward a few years, he sees me in the column of people you may know on Facebook. It's true.
I'm like, hey, whatever. I'll just holler at her.
So rude.
That was like Facebook slides before the DMs were a thing.
It's true. Oh my god, we're so old. Shit. Okay. And then he added me, and I was like, oh my god, Salomon, like, it's been so long. I kind of looked at his pictures. I was like, okay, damn, like, cute. Look at those muscles. Show your muscles, babe. Yeah. Oh shit. Okay. I was like, yeah, he's kind of looking good. Why not accept it? We start talking, and we went on our first date. Okay. So first date.
Off the record, I just want to say that every time I tease her saying that I started dating her when she was fat, you always say I was skinny. But now, what you just said right now,
I thought you had muscle. Now I know what muscle means. Like, that was not fucking muscle. He was skinny. This is not what's
I had a baby child.
He weighed 140 pounds.
Yeah. I think 140 is what I used to weigh when I was born.
Yeah, so you're crazy. Delusional. Again, delusional. So we go on our first date and he's like, yeah, like let's go to my friend's restaurant. First of all, I know he's inviting me to his friend's restaurant because he doesn't want to pay. Because it's so cheap,
Hey,
you know?
gotta eat, huh? You gotta do what you gotta do.
Dude, I was already downtown. I was like, you know what, whatever. I'm gonna go meet him at the restaurant. But I was like, that's so rude. Like, he's not even offering to like come pick me up or anything.
I took
and
the
he's
metro.
Like, yeah, I took the metro.
I was trying to seduce you by showing you how cost efficient as an individual I could be. So like, man, I want to marry this guy. He knows what to do to get a lot with as little of investment as possible. It was all a game. It was
did not work out for him because I almost didn't go to the date. I still went because I'm such a nice, generous person. I wanted to like just donate to my time to
this guy, the muscle guy,
to the less
the
fortunate, to the less fortunate. I was gonna say, I'm so funny. So we go on our first date, and he was so funny and he was so charming. He started talking about like fitness and his passion, biochem and his lab, and I was like, wow, like not bad. He's actually really cute. What was your first impression of me?
I thought you were beautiful. And you just walked in that restaurant with so much confidence and
it's true. Like I kind of got to the restaurant. He was sitting with his friend, who like they didn't sit with us. But I wasn't like a shy girl who would be texting like, hey, like I just got here.
Could you
like,
come get me at the door?
Yeah, I like walked in. I went to all his friends.
And it's like all the light dimmed down right on her.
Okay, yeah, so that's our first date.
It was a great date.
It was okay. Honestly,
it was the last time we ate in a restaurant.
I don't know how we ended up here, but anyways. So next, fitness related question.
Okay.
Important
what do we
things.
Have on time? 16 minutes. That's good.
We're gonna keep it under 20, I think.
That will be good.
So important things to remember when bulking.
Oh wow. Okay, that's a very vast question. Important things. First of all, remain in a surplus. If you're bulking, you want to remain in a surplus. You want to track body weight to make sure that you're progressing well, but maybe not too fast. Obviously, I think that's the risk. Some people play too safe, and others played like way too aggressive. Again, I don't know. One of my story, I was discussing about the fact that going a little higher in body fat during a bulk is not a problem in terms of hypertrophy. Like you will still make muscle.
So what's in like a good amount of weight to put on when you're bulking? So it's not too much.
There's a study coming out in 5 people are going to be, it's coming out next year. There will be one group at maintenance, one group in a 5% caloric surplus, and one group at a 15% caloric surplus. It's one of Dr. Eric Elm's new studies, so I really look forward to see.
I would volunteer to be in the 15% surplus.
but rate of weight gain usually should be at about, I would say,
like the
1% of your total body weight per 2 weeks or per month.
Week or month?
Between. So 0.5 to 1% every 2 weeks. Something like that.
Okay.
So like if you're a 150 pound male, you would want to gain no more than, I would say, 2 to 4 pounds per month. I think that's a nice rate of weight gain with minimal body fat.
Okay, and what do you think of like people going to like instead of upping their food, whatever they're eating, going to like muffins or like processed food more?
I think at some points you don't have a choice.
Yeah?
Because that's actually a really good point. Something to keep in mind when you are bulking is because obviously you're raising your carbs, I believe so. In that case, don't have your fiber raising skyrocket to the ceiling, because then you might have some GI distress or even some damage to your gut health. So make sure that your fiber intake is normal, and in order to do that but still increase calories, well, you have to turn towards processed source of carbohydrate or simple sugars. So in that case, muffin might do the trick. Cereals ice cream. I don't know. Like you're.
Wow, everything else.
If you see the diet as I like this theory of the vertical diet. I don't approve a lot of things on it, but I like the concept, which is you should start with the base and have all the micronutrient that you need and have all the macros distributed the way you want. And as you scale it up, you can start adding stuff that are less rich in micronutrients. Sometimes you even don't have a choice. Your base is strong and you're scaling on top of it because now you're bulking and you're increasing your calories. Well, have a muffin, man. What do you want me to tell you? Like,
Have
it's
fun.
not going to change anything.
Have fun.
The
with
muffin
it.
on its own doesn't have attributes that's going to make you fat.
Okay, next question.
Mm-hmm.
Personal.
Personally.
Is, are you ever tired of hearing Salomon talk about his nerdy stuff? It's me. Do you ever get the feeling that I'm getting tired of your shit?
I mean, I do get heavy sometimes. Can't blame her. So I just learned to like shut it up sometimes and be like,
Sometimes I black out.
yeah, sometimes I'm like, you're not listening anymore.
Honestly, I think I enjoy listening to him talk so much because he's so passionate about it. And he has just this like natural gift of being able to like educate people. And he's such a great teacher. Like if you know, yes, if you know Salomon, you know he's amazing at teaching something. Like he just does it, he has a natural way of doing it. So I feel like that's why you kind of like
I want to say
enjoy following him.
I want to say it's because I had a hard time in school. Like it was never easy for me to learn fast. And I had to resort to like a lot of hard work in school in order to like absorb concepts and understand things. So because I had to struggle so much, I kind of come up with visual, auditive, and all kinds of ways to reach someone, analogies and breaking it down. And sometimes it's too much, sometimes not enough, but I mean, I'm working on it still. So
do I ever get tired of Salomon talking nerdy? Majority of the time, no. Am I ever tired of his shit? I feel like yes. Doesn't that happen to like every single couple out there? Like you just like black out. You pretend like you're listening.
Hey, today is day 1 of our diet.
Ugh, I'm so miserable, guys.
We have both gone back into a harsh deficit. Probably me.
Cause you know why? Sorry, I hate you. You know why?
I'll say it.
Hoeing out 2009. This is a hashtag. Hashtag Hoeing out 2019 is starting soon, and your girl is not ready yet, and she's freaking out. She's going on a diet today.
Day one.
Day one.
So we are going to get hangry at some point.
I'm way too energetic.
We're gonna get hangry at some point, and we'll have to deal with it. At that moment, she might just be like, you know what, Salomon? You and your fucking volume and bulking and mini cut and training and biomechanics, you can shove it up your... Right. Another question?
I think it's good. We're already at 23. Maybe we should do one last.
Man, we should do a spitball question. Like,
what's a spitball?
I don't know.
What does that even mean? What the hell does that mean? Everything, I feel like it's a little complicated.
There's one easy.
Which one?
I have a tournament coming up. Any power foods that you recommend? Yes, buddy, carbs. Ever heard about it? Carbs are great, but no, seriously, if you're gonna be doing a tournament, so that means actually a tournament is tricky because there are gonna be like many games. So you have to be smart where you're gonna have your carbs. Make sure that between game 1 and game 2, you're gonna have something to replenish your glycogen. So a really high carb meal. Also try to keep fats away from your bound of intense training because fat are not optimal for endurance work or force production.
One last question, fast. Who said I love you first?
I have no idea.
We really don't know. I feel like it was just like we felt it at the same time. But knowing Salomon, he's like a lover boy. I feel like Salomon said it
lover
first.
Boy? Pfft, no, man. I'm like made of steel. I have no emotion, right?
So I'm gonna kick your ass after. Are you crazy saying shit like that in front of people?
But hey, eat carbs and simple sugars before.
Okay, so if you don't know who said I love you first,
We don't know who said I love you first.
I really think you did. Can you just like say that you did?
I did.
Okay, thank you so much.
But I didn't. I just said it to get in her pants. Peace.